this is Ahtaihainanesechickenrice, hainanesechickenrice from Maxwell. I think it's also quite not bad for this. Maybe let me buy a plate. Let me taste the cucumber first. See the freshness. Oh, not bad. It's quite fresh. I think the cucumber is quite juicy. Maybe it's quite not bad. Really, all cucumber is very fresh. But let me try out the soup. Not bad. The cucumber mixed with the chili sauce is very nice. Actually, Maxwell got quite a lot of tasty food. Okay, let me try the rice. Is it nice or not? Wow, not bad. The fragrance is quite good. Wow, mixed with the soup. Fantastic. Very nice. Okay, I think I will try the meat and everything already. Let me enjoy my meal first. Wow, the meat is very good. You see, cut already, just peel, just cut. It's quite good for recommendation. Oh, not bad. I think the chicken is all quite fresh, very fresh. I think the taste is very quite good, fantastically. I think non-stop. Tasty. Yeah, it's quite funny. spicy. I do agree. Maxwell got really a lot of fancy food and all delicious and all have a long queue.
After finishing my Maxwell food, I also look at other places too, and one of it is this pastry, and yeah, it looks quite nice. Hopefully I can get some bites along the way. There we go. After eating the pastry over there, I also feel like having something here, which is the dessert. You can see the dessert they offer here is also one of the nicest around if you actually like desserts. There's also this jiangzi奶茶 style, I think, which I think is most people preference also.
Well, we have come to the BBQ after the nice food over there. So basically, we see that the BBQ here actually is quite nice and a lot of Korean frequent this place. If you are keen to try BBQ, why not? Well, after so much food, we have come to this famous chicken fried rice. Yes, you heard it right. Famous chicken fried rice. The unique blend of this, the chicken rice and the fried rice here is that, although it sounds like two very distinctive food, right? But you get to taste something that is very original and something that blends very well. Okay, so finally it's testing time for this chicken fried rice. But the taste, right, might be very unique. So for those people who are not used to such taste, be cautioned, okay? Oh, yeah, it's nice. The rice is very fluffy, and also the chicken aroma sinks into the rice, but still retaining the taste of the fried rice, which is something that I think is not seen in many places. Let me try continue my food. Yeah, it's very nice. The chicken oil sinks in very well with the rice, resulting in a rice that tastes with a very good combination of chicken and also fried rice. I mean, you won't be able to find something like this elsewhere. Yeah, really, uniquely, this one is a very special blend. Although yes, it would be nice if, let's say, after you order this, you also go with the soup as well. I didn't get the soup because I was really too full from too much of chicken rice just now. So yeah, I had to enjoy this food without my soup in order for me to bring you all much more better taste later. Let me concentrate on my rice. It is really nice and yeah, not dry, really not dry, because the chicken oil seems to make it not that dry. Oh, but don't misunderstood. Although I said that, right, doesn't mean that the rice is very oily. It has a sufficient amount of moisture and also the nice aroma of the chicken oil. Yeah. Well, something uniquely. Although I would prefer if they have used those chicken drumstick instead, because actually chicken drumstick will make it much more tender. Because I'm not an avid eater of chicken wings after all, but it's just my own preference. Yes. Well, a lot of people like to eat boneless chicken rice, but I myself actually prefer the later, the means that with the chicken bones included. Because after all, right, if you eat the chicken rice that's prepared without the chicken bones, right, somehow the chicken just doesn't feel like it has a home in the taste. You see, yeah. luckily they still retain the chicken bones in this dish, so at least you can really taste the full taste of a chicken rice as well as the nice fragrance of a fried rice. Oh, but before you try this dish, right, remember to bring your friends, bring a relative along, because right, if you eat by yourself, right, this is not nice at all. This dish is meant for sharing. What am I saying? The taste of the chicken here, right? Although they are using the dried, so-called the fried chicken itself, but actually the chicken is still not dry. Yeah, it's not dry, and it's not that oily either. It's a very well blend. Yeah, comparable to the one at Hawker Chan, where the chicken, or the one is soya sauce chicken, this one is fried chicken, but this one in terms of moisture also not that lacking compared to the soya sauce chicken rice. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. If I were to give it a good rating for this one, right, probably I'll say I'll give it a rating about 4.7 out of 5. Yeah, quite deserving of that grade. Because, right, once you try it, you understand what I meant. And in terms of the price, it's also not that pricey, still affordable, still within the normal restaurant price also. Yeah. Oh, my friend, right, he enjoys seeing me eating so much that he also wanted to eat.
Okay, after the nice chicken rice at the restaurant, I decided I pay a visit to this place where they actually sell quite nice pan fried buns. And apparently you can see the crowds is actually quite large. So I was so excited about seeing this crowd that is there. And apparently the buns really look nice and appetizing. Okay, I will have my bun there. See you guys. And also after having that food just now, I also feel like coming over for some pizza, you know. I mean, a little pizza wouldn't help, wouldn't kill, right? Yeah, I would just like to have some pizza to my delights. Okay, you can see? It's called Peperoni. Yep, nice pizza here. Okay, so we came to the last stop of our day today. We're going to try out this 33 vegetarian food, which actually has this very nice chicken rice there. Chicken rice vegetarian style, right? Very interesting. We never had a chance to try so far this kind of chicken rice before, so it's honestly one of my first time trying it. But I guess the taste also wouldn't be too bad, considering it's also quite popular among my peers. Yep. Let me try with the cucumber, with the famous chili sauce they have. Wow. The chili sauce actually makes a lot of difference to the chicken rice itself. It has a very strong sensational feeling that's close to the actual chicken rice. I would say it's actually as good as the chicken rice chili that you try outside, even without the necessary things that is non-vegetarian. But the taste was actually quite maintained in a way, so you wouldn't feel disappointed even with this. Well, after all being said, the chicken rice was done quite nicely as well, as there's a lot of fragrance coming from the rice, and if you taste it, it is actually like chicken rice to me. I wouldn't say there's much of a difference. In terms of the meat, or I should say the mock vegetarian chicken, it actually tastes quite good, although you can taste distinctively there's it's not very similar to a chicken rice, but in terms of the fragrance of it and in terms of the taste, it's actually quite, I would say you wouldn't believe the fact that it's actually a chicken rice. You can even call it a chicken rice by its own rice, but it's different kind of chicken rice, I would say. Yep. The taste of the rice is quite fluffy, and also there's a lot of I guess there's a lot of ginger involved cooking it, so you can taste the strong aroma coming out from the rice when you're biting on it. It's a bit of a I would say the fragrance of the Thai rice. Yeah, the Thai rice makes a lot of difference for this dish. Yep. So okay, not forgetting that actually they have a nice soup beside that, and this soup itself, right, actually I would say is as good as those homemade soup by your mom or whoever's mom. You can taste a lot of the sweetness, that natural sweetness that comes from the soup, boils from using this bitter gourd they were using, and also they were using some of this vegetarian mock meat. But then the thing is, the taste, I would say, is very natural. You wouldn't regret trying the soup. Although it's a complimentary soup, but I would say the soup really adds a lot of depth to the whole dish itself. So much so that if you try it, you'll find that without the soup, you're missing out on a big part of the dish itself also. It's not the same kind of soup that you taste from a chicken rice store, but I would say it's as good as one of those soups that you try in those you mean like the kind of soup that you try in those herbal soup kind of environment. Yeah, I would say it's as close as that. In terms of the natural sweetness of the soup, I believe it has been boiled for quite a number of hours. That's why it has this very natural taste to it. Otherwise, if it's those soup that is just boiled for about a short while, or those quick, I call it quick fast soup, right, you wouldn't have this kind of depth in taste. Yes, it's definitely worth value for money. If I were to give it a rating, right, the soup, I'll probably just by itself, I'll give it about 3 out of 5 already. Yes, it's as good as that. The rice itself adds a lot of depth to the dish, but not forgetting the chicken. The chicken itself is actually done quite nicely, although this one that I'm eating is the so-called roasted chicken version of the chicken vegetarian chicken rice, but it has a lot of nice fragrance coming from it. Especially, it feels like you're eating chicken rice, yet it's not chicken. Yes. My friends seems to can't stop eating that rice also. You find that actually this one is one of the most special chicken rice among all the chicken rice that we have tried today. Not just because it's vegetarian, but it's also cooked by entirely in its own right, in a way that is it wouldn't lose out on the title of a chicken rice, although it's a vegetarian chicken rice. He said if let's say this time round, right, we don't have a quota, I think we will just eat everything along the way. Yeah, that's what he would say. He meant that actually this chicken rice, right, is, although it's not that hard to find, but you need to actually go there quite early in order to prevent yourself from getting out of the stock. Yeah, because this chicken rice, right, once I think certain hours of the day they will not be selling it due to the popularity, because it sells out really fast. If it comes too late, you might end up not getting any of this chicken rice. Yes, it's as good as that. So remember, if you ever come by Ang Mo Kio Avenue 10, do drop by this hawker center to find this famous 33 vegetarian food chicken rice. It's definitely worth your trip coming over. Let's go for the next one, which we find is the conclusion to this